Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Body of man found in Mayday, Manchester. The body of a man was found along the Mayday Main Road in Manchester on December 11. The deceased has not yet been identified. Police reports that shortly after 7 a.m., passersby stumbled upon the body and alerted them. On their arrival, the man was found with gunshot wounds to the head. The body was removed to the morgue. Investigations continue. Update on 4 killed in Palisades crash yesterday morning. 2 others killed between Clarendon and St. Elizabeth. 4 people are dead and 2 others were injured in the crash along the Palisades Main Road in Kingston on December 11. Police have not released their identities, noting only that the deceased are 2 females and 2 males. The accident occurred at 5:40 a.m. and involved a white Probox and a black Prado Land Cruiser. Preliminary reports are that the driver of the Prado Land Cruiser, who is a Russian national, and his daughter were traveling towards Harborview when the vehicle failed to keep left and collided with the Toyota Probox in which 4 people were traveling. The 6 people were taken to hospital, where all 4 occupants of the Toyota Probox were pronounced dead and the occupants of the Prado Land Cruiser treated and released. Vice Chairman of the National Road Safety Council, Dr. Jones, has described the accident as tragic. He is urging road users to exercise caution when traversing the nation roads.
The tragic news this morning, coming from the police, of 4 persons who died on the Palisades Road, is a stark reminder of the importance of all Jamaicans to be eternally vigilant on our roads. 451 people have died on our road so far, and we have 20 days left for the end of the year.
And 2 others were killed in separate crashes in St. Elizabeth and Clarendon between December 10 and December 11. Dead are 17-year-old Jaheim Calvert of Harmony Lane, Santa Cruz in St. Elizabeth and 24-year-old Damali Food of Kimemibit, Clarendon. Reports are that the teenager died from injuries he sustained in a motor vehicle accident on the Glennox Main Road in St. Elizabeth. According to the Santa Cruz Police, about 12:05 a.m., Calvert was driving a Nissan Note motorcar from Santa Cruz when he collided with a Subaru Legacy motorcar traveling in the opposite direction that failed to keep left. The police were alerted and the 2 injured occupants of the Subaru Legacy motorcar were transported to hospital, where they were admitted for treatment, while Calvert was pronounced dead. Meanwhile, 24-year-old Damani Ford was killed in a vehicular collision along the Milk River Main Road in Clarendon. Reports were that about 1:30 p.m., Ford was driving a Yang motorcycle along the roadway towards Yorktown when the motorcycle collided with a Toyota Probox car that was traveling in the opposite direction. Ford was thrown from the motorcycle and sustained several injuries. The driver of the motorcar, a woman, was also injured. Both were taken to hospital, where Ford was pronounced dead. Vendors counting their losses following fire at Coronation Market. Several vendors at the Coronation Market in downtown Kingston are counting their losses after fire destroyed their business places on December 11. The fire reportedly started early in the morning. One vendor said a bar and restaurant which she operated in the market along with other items were destroyed by the blaze. She said this Christmas will be a sad one for her.
I was at home and I get this sudden phone call that my business place that I operate in Corrie is on fire. I don't know what caused the fire or what, but by the time I reached here, I couldn't save nothing at all. I have 4 deep fridges in my place. I lost 1,000 pounds of chicken that's seasoned up, as you can see, in buckets and in the fridge. 1,000 pounds of chicken that don't pay for it. Country people give me them things on consignment, and I sell and pay them every week. I lost rice, flour, sugar, 4 deep fry. That's just a little deep fry them. That big stove there and a little smaller one, and one that I use coal into. So I can't tell how I feel, I tell you the truth. It's hard. Time like this now, I have my son to go to school. I have my mother that depend on me. I don't know if I tell you, it's hard.
Another woman who has been vending in the market for over 20 years said this is the second time her stall is being destroyed by fire.
Not even my skill to start with is here, everything gone. Because I just started to come back out just maybe 2 months ago. I'm home from 2026 with breast cancer. So I just started come out in October. So it's really rough. Well, we just have to don't really have any special help, just have to try so what we can put back together to start again, because this is the second time around fire hit me down here.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness urges citizens to be careful on the nation's roadways. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is expressing deep concern about the number of people being killed in crashes. Mr. Holness is urging all road users to slow down. The call comes as at least 7 people have died in collisions since Friday, 5 of them yesterday morning. Some 451 persons have been killed in at least 390 motor vehicle crashes. The Prime Minister is calling on road users to observe the rules of the road.
I'm deeply concerned by the number of Jamaicans killed on our roads. Safety on our roads is our responsibility. Jamaicans, drivers, passengers, motorcyclists, and pedestrians, slow down. Observe the rules of the road. Be courteous. Drive defensively. Be considerate. Buckle up. Wear a helmet. The careless overtaker is only rushing to the undertaker. Not observing the rules of the road could cost you your life and that of your loved ones. I encourage all road users to take special care as we use public thoroughfares. The life you save may be your own. Remember, your family wants you to arrive alive.
Manchester Police Chief says increase in murders and other crimes in the parish is linked to lottery scamming. Head of the Manchester Police Superintendent Shane McCullough says an increase in murders and other crimes in the parish is linked to lottery scamming. Speaking at Thursday's sitting of the Manchester Municipal Corporation, Superintendent McCullough said scammers are seeking safe haven in the parish. He noted that the proceeds from scamming are being used to fund other illegal activities such as the purchasing of guns. He said the police have started to implement strategies to curb the crime.
We have observed that there is a strong, very high proliferation of lot of scamming inside the parish. So it should not be alarming to members why you're going to see a change in the trajectory in terms of your crime trend in the parish. A large number of the unemployed youths inside the Manchester space are actively participating in this. And a number of the murders that we have observed, when you analyze the data, they are coming out of conflict over the sharing, distribution of the spoils coming out of lotto scamming. With the illicit money that is being from lotto scamming, it is going right back into the procurement of illegal weapons. And the most recent double fatal shooting, those persons were a syndicate of lotto sellers operating with persons from within and outside the parish. And I need persons to understand the trend. These persons, they settle and they nestle in the more quiet communities, because those communities, more than often, they are not on the radar as some of the more problematic spaces inside the Manchester division. We have put in some strategies in how we will address that, and also in collaboration with working closely with the counter-terrorism and organized crime branch at the CPAC, who has that special capability that can really assist us in dealing with the lotto scamming issue.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and